What's up, dude?
Not
I'm doing
much.
alright. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I just finished up with Sarin, and now I'm with you. Um,
Nice.
do you have VODs? It sounds like we're dealing with some very, very good foxes. Do you have VODs for me?
Yeah, I do. I'll link you right now.
Awesome.
Let's see. Um, so from last lesson, I've been working on a lot of the stuff we talked about. I remember you told me about like just hanging more with my aerials when edge guarding Fox to cover shorten,
Mm-hmm.
and that's been working out well. Like especially in friendlies, but in tournament, I felt like I dropped almost all of them. So I guess it's not there yet entirely.
What's different? What's
Um,
different in tournament?
I, yeah. And like definitely there's some situations where it just like I have to be really fast and because of that my instinctual like muscle memory comes in. But besides that, I've been getting a lot working on chipping away at the other ideas, seeing some success, but I feel like I keep just coming back in circles around my issues in this matchup, so um I have some notes I wanted to bring up to you before
Sure.
we started, I guess related to it. I have a friend watch them and he gave me some of his thoughts which I really relate to. So my pretty much just in general, I feel like the consistency in my game plan is not malleable versus fox. Like I feel like versus some foxes it's good, and then when a fox like doesn't give me what I'm better at, I just end up going like reverting back to like playing in ways that I don't think are that good versus Fox. Like I feel like a lot of my mix-ups are based around moving forward, which I just feel like is not good versus Fox as Sheik. Like a lot of run cancel F tilts and jabs and using dash attack a lot, and then like I'll like whenever we get into like a scrap near the platform and I might end up below him, I'm like really inclined to like instantly try to like up air him to like call him out rather than just like play it slower and look for whiff punishes on the ground more. And um, I feel like the last big thing is I feel like I keep noticing the same problems in my play and I'm not fixing them, like the upper thing I told you about. Like I've known about this for so long and then I'm still going for it because it works sometimes and they get exploded when it works, but it doesn't feel good to do.
Okay. So
And yeah,
what were your friends' notes about this? Because you mentioned that they're like you connect with this, or were those your friends' notes?
what the part that were from my friend's notes were the one about like he said, let me find exactly what he said. Yeah, he said he said many of my mix-ups and aggression involve moving in, despite that being canonically bad versus Fox, like the run-up jabs, run-up F tilts, sudden dash attacks, and he said, he could look past them as ambitious callouts if it wasn't so frequent, but it seems like I'm trying to play faster than the Fox. And then he also brought up how like the baseline of Sheik mix-ups can be like represented as like an actual like drawing, like the shape of it can be seen like as like a kind of like a wider triangle, and how like they kind of can help play around each other, but I'm like using one end of it way too much, which is like dash attacking and moving forward and not enough like waiting for Fox. He said another thing that really stuck out to me that he said was let me find the exact quote. Hold on.
Like I can't tell which
Because it
one was
helps.
the
This
right
one
beat.
really
It's
stood out
straight.
to
Like
me.
I don't know who to go to.
He said, I didn't see you wait for Fox to choose something or set up a trap for an obvious choice. I was under the impression that the power of Bear was range and the power of Fair was kill power and shield pressure. Using Fair the majority of the time when Fox has no intention of shielding does not seem logical to me. And then he also said, oh yes, here we go. This is the big thing. He said, she decides the necessary counterplay timing, not Fox, so watching you spam fast hitboxes over and over does not make sense to me because you keep encouraging him to choose late, but you never punish him for choosing late. You never present an option that would make him lose to immediate F tilt or jab. And that
Gotcha.
felt, yeah.
Okay. 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 So I think we have a lot to work with here. Let's dive in.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so the big thing, so basically you're not capitalizing on your conditioning.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's weird. That's the last point that connects to that is I feel like I've been working on the same idea, the essence of this for like a couple months, and I just keep coming back to the same problem. And it feels like sometimes versus certain foxes and friendlies it'll feel great, but then like here in tournament I'm watching it now and it's like he's right. I'm just like spamming aggressive move forwards into him like in most opportunities that I can. So I guess I haven't actually gotten that much better at it if it doesn't show in tournament yet.
Okay. So I would say that I
There's the up
agree
air
with-
right there.
Yep. So let's talk about these because like I'm noticing a pattern even just as like the game opens. So like this, we go for like an aerial here. We're going onto the platform. We kind of like go back onto the like we're playing a lot with the platform, and then you call him out for like moving onto the ground to position, probably for you going onto the platform again, like get in position to punish you going onto the platform again. So that's good. Like I want to be clear, that I like. I think so. We have like a tech chase going on. You go for the dash attack here, which is fine. So one thing I'm questioning here is like why the nair?
Where? Oh, right here.
Yeah.
I thought like he might try to shine stall and I could run off rising nair. Like him trying to jump out of it. It seems very ambitious in hindsight, especially from this distance.
So what could he have done instead?
What could he do instead?
No, what do we do instead?
You could jump needle it to like if I wanted to cover that and it'd be much safer. I could just like stop right here and look to call out him jumping early because he saw me running forward. And then like stopping like around where I'm at now sets up to like better interact with like the jump back stuff.
I didn't know which was which at first.
Yeah, I struggle to see something that is better than like the needles here.
Yeah, needles seem really good.
Yeah, because you go like you dash jump like you're doing a running jump here. Like the needles are gonna hit kind of like this kind of at this trajectory. Like it just seems it seems so good, and I just don't know why we would do anything else realistically. Because you're gonna also you can also shoot like two of them, right? Because like you're gonna be able to charge them going
you
up.
Charge.
Yeah, so you can shoot them here on your way down. Like you're gonna either shoot them here or like they're gonna be here, like these two or these two. Probably these two. And I just don't know why we would... Yeah, I'm actually very confident that it's like these two, so we'll do these two. What do you think he does if we do those needles?
Like to counter it or what?
Like
if
just
he gets hit by it,
what can he do to avoid it? Like what comes next? Because we're gonna land here. We're gonna land about here as Sheik. They're shooting down. Like where does he go? To dodge it. Yeah.
I mean, he might be able to shine stall to dodge it and then jump after, or maybe potentially, depending on the timing, like jump back early before I'm even able to set up the needles and then go for like side B or up B, which I do think that happens a lot. Like I'd go for those needles and then Fox would jump back side B and I'll just get hit by him because I like shot them at a different, like to cover a different timing.
Okay, but like we auto cancel and land after like we're doing the needles while we're falling down, right? So
yeah.
Even if he jumps back inside B's, we can still act on that.
Yeah. You don't think there's ever timings where you can't get out the something in time?
We can.
Or rather, like
we can always block.
I guess like. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. If you can't get anything out.
Yeah. Like we can always block or crouch, if we can't get anything out. So like my thinking here is like, I think the needles are good here because the things that we would get on the recoveries that are not covered by them like are still good. Like we still have counterplay for the recoveries that are not countered by them. So we're not screwed if this doesn't work. Like there's always a next step.
Yeah.
There's always a next step here.
Sense.
So I would say that like we want to think. I would say the bigger thing is almost can we find like what are the conditions that make this play good? Because I think that we need to start like putting together like ways that we can spot what makes the play successful as opposed to just like pointing out what like that the play is good.
Wait, hold on. The play. What's the play? Are you talking about this specifically right here? Like what we're talking about now? Okay.
So like, let's say like, so I think that we can agree that like going for needles is good here. So what are some factors of this situation that let us know that needles are good here? Like what is like, what's the trajectory of Fox? Like, is that a factor? Is it a percent? Like, what's going on?
Definitely like, I would say the trajectory, because if he is aligned like right below that ledge area, and like I think the biggest factor that I'm thinking of is the fact that Sheik you're far away, and like needles are the best way to like to interact with him from far away because, you know, it's a projectile. It has range.
Yeah.
And it's safer than I would say run off Nair because even if he did shine stall, there's the chance that he can just instant jump drill and then I'm below him and I get reversaled and die.
Okay, cool. So
And actionable post needles too. I think those are the 3 big factors for that.
yeah, so actionable after. We also stay on stage, right?
Yeah.
So like this is safer because we stay on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And then like this is also a factor. Like these are actionable after is also a function of staying on stage. So like far away, we stay on stage with it. What else would it do? He can't be true comboed by the Nair. So so other things don't true combo, I'd say, is like a big factor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, the needles can true combo sometimes.
Well, no, these don't. None of them. No. Well, none of these true combo, including the needles. But what I'm saying is the other none of the tools true combo. So we're doing something that doesn't require us to be there.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Don't true combo either, I guess, is how I would put it.
Yeah. And it's weird because us discussing about this makes me wonder like how to make it so I'm always going for those needles. Because sometimes I go for those needles, but I don't know why. This time I thought like, oh, I'll go for the Nair this time. Like I don't get where the like inconsistency in thinking is that doesn't just make this like every time I know to go for this. Like why is it sometimes I know?
I don't know.
You know?
Why do you think you're going for the Nair?
I don't know. I guess maybe I just assumed he would do like a jump back something, and so I thought maybe Nair would be better at dealing with that, and I might have undervalued the point of like, oh, like needle can still like set me up to interact well with jump back stuff.
Yeah, so I think that that's really what it is. You're going for like a hard read with this Nair, and it just doesn't materialize because he does the drill.
Yeah.
He jumps forward and drills.
Yeah.
I do think there are Nairs that are good here, to be clear. Like, I just don't think it's this one. I think if you want a Nair here, what you do is you Nair, like, over here, and you kind of use it the same way as the needles. Like, you would short hop Nair, fall off like this, fast fall, and then, like, probably double jump back with, like, double jump up with turnaround needles to grab the edge. Something like that. I think that those kinds of plays can be quite good, but, like, this...
Yeah, it feels safer than that. And it sucks because I feel like sometimes that Nair would work even though it's not good because like a fox might just instinctually shine stall and not actually think about the fact that I could like set up on it, and then because of that they like just jump out and get hit by Nair after, and then I'm like, oh look, it actually is good and I should do it more.
Yeah, and like here's another one. Like, why are we fairing here?
Yeah. That's another whole can of worms with my play of like just being aggressive on recovery.
So how do we know that this fair is not a good idea?
Just because I could get traded with up smash, and I don't get anything if it trades. Like I'm still in a terrible spot because I'm at 88%.
Well, okay, but like, what if it hit? Like, what if it works though? Like that's going to be the counter argument. So we need a better way of understanding. Do not up smash. Do not don't fair. Don't fair.
Okay.
Why don't we fair? And then so KO.
I guess extended hurt box maybe.
Sheik's percent I think is the big one because like Sheik is at KO percent. I think Sheik at KO percent has to be like a big priority here because that's really why we're not going to do it. Is there a range that we could, like, is there a way, like, also, with him being on the platform, is there a spot where we can space it far back enough that, like, we could, like, potentially be safe to up smash, or no? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Like, while landing on the platform? Or what?
Well, why would we land on the platform? If we're fairing, like, what is the point of the fair? Like, are we trying to guard the edge? Like, that would make some amount of sense.
Yeah. Wait, start over the question then, I'm sorry.
So what is the point of this fair? Let's start with that more than anything. Are we just trying to hit him? Are we trying to guard the edge?
I think we're just trying to hit him. I think it's just that. It's just like, maybe I can swat him away before he can hit me. So it's like trying to protect myself coming down.
Okay. is this the best way that we like? Because I don't mind swinging if we're like back here. Like if we are drifting this way and planning on falling to the edge, I don't actually mind fairing here. But the caveat here is we're protecting ourselves from the shine spike, not the up smash.
Yeah.
Because like if we we fair here and our arm goes out, if our arm goes out to like here with it, you know. Like that's not really that big a deal because like maybe like here because like we're not going to be interacting with the up smash in most cases. What we're doing is we're preventing him from going into this spot over here where he could shine us, right?
Yeah.
This is what we're guarding from. But
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but what we're doing here is like we're swinging at him and drifting into him because you're not even pulling away, like you're going forward. Like
yeah.
But if you were over here, like if you were instead of being here, you were here, this is fine. You see what I mean?
The thing is I wasn't even expecting him to go for the up smash. Like I didn't even consider that he would be able just to get there because I think at first he started like on the side of the platform and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try to get down here and protect against him moving forward, and then I didn't even think about the fact that I could get traded with. But no, I agree with everything you're saying. I think just like the drifting is the biggest thing that sticks out to me.
Yeah, so like we need to drift away. Drift away, and then drift away. Goal is not to hit him.
Yeah. Okay.
Is to protect. No, goal is to protect. Protect us coming down, not hit him.
Yeah. I think that's a good way to frame it because like you mentioned the point of like you have to think of it in different ways in terms of like why it's bad because if you can just say like, well, what if it works, then it's hard to really break it.
Yeah, so like exactly. So I think that with you the biggest thing is like a lot of these are like a lot of the plays we're doing are because they work, and
yeah.
So what we need to do is we need to have a more robust reason other than like they work, because lots of plays that are not very good technically work. Ness's yo-yo glitch technically works, but like it doesn't mean that we want to like do that all the time, or in a lot of matchups. But similarly, like Sheik can grab Jigglypuff and it will sometimes work, but. We also don't do it. Like, there's a reason we don't go for it, like, that much.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, so RTC, we drop the we don't get the RTC. This is fine. So let's talk about this position. Like, actually, you played this one pretty well overall. Like, I actually really like how you did this. I just would have grabbed him.
Very true.
Because all of this looks fine. That was an ambitious dash attack.
I know. There's so many instances of just things like that where like I whiff something and then just throw it out, just hoping that he's like trying to stay close, or like try to come in after.
So what's a better thing to be doing with our time here?
Like after the up smash, like what we want to do after?
Yeah, we just whiffed. So after whiffed up smash, what do we want?
To protect against Fox coming in immediately, which I guess the dash tech does do that.
Does it do it well though?
No.
Okay, why not? What's the problem here?
It only like works. I mean, it's just all or nothing.
Well, it also does what moves does it protect against? Because I don't think it protects against Nair. I don't think it protects against Drill.
I guess just him trying to like overshoot or like run up grab.
Like shine and grab, basically. Running shine and grab are the only things it protects against. So I feel like we, as Sheik, we can probably do better than just protecting against like 2 of his like 6 approach options. So with that in mind, what else could we do?
Like back up, just move towards the corner more.
Yeah,
I feel like that's like. Yeah, or just like jump back towards the platform can be good too.
Yeah, go here or go here. Go here or go here.
Just straight up full hopping I think could be good too, potentially.
Yeah, you can zone with needles from there.
Shielding, and then spot dodge a roll.
I don't like that one. I don't like that one here because he's already shown us that he's keeping distance.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, like, I don't think that there's a need for, like, the panic button, but I think that wave dashing back or dashing away, like... This would be wave dash or dash. And then we also have full hop. We have like short hop. No, so we have short hop or full hop. Full hop. This one would be full hop. And I think that all of these give us like much better options for dealing with him at this distance.
Yeah.
So like we're just like he's already shown that he's giving us like can he approaching Neris from here? Probably, but like all of these deal with that. So
yeah.
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 Yeah. So with that in mind, I'm gonna say that like this needs to be like instead of doing dash attack, what I would say here is let's figure out what is the main indicator that we go for one of these plays over dash attack. Like what tells us that we do these instead of dash attack.
Okay. Which I think,
Distance?
you know, listening up, just the fact... Oh, I see it. The distance is big, yeah, because, I mean, how close he is, you might have to instantly shield, like, potentially, if you can't do anything else. Percent definitely is important. The context of what he's done previously.
Yeah, but we need things that we can access quickly and like universally. So I think distance is a good one. I would say percent is a big one. So why is the percent important here? Like why is the dash attack risky?
Just I could die to up smash instantly or up throw up air.
Yeah, we can die.
I die to anything he touches me with pretty much.
Yeah, so it doesn't make sense to like throw our body into his like zone. If we can just like arbitrarily like if he was at like 52 and like we were at like here's the other thing, he can still OMS attack the dash attack. So like percent he can die, percent he can tech. Like there's
the EV of it is just not good at all.
Yeah, so even though it can work, like we can see from these three that like it's just not ideal.
Right, yeah. 100%.
And the thing is, we don't have to access complicated information about like his habits, his tendencies, etc. In order to have that, we can just realize like our percents are wrong, his percent is wrong, he's too far, like I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And I bet that's like a lot simpler, which is probably like something nice, right? Because I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that a lot more too. Like I wrote that down. I think that's really good and will help. Because it definitely does come down to that thought a lot of like, well, it does work sometimes. So I think that's what makes things so hard to break for me, just like certain habits, is because I get mileage off them, especially versus like worse foxes. Or just even like, I feel like even like certain good foxes,
this
just
was a tragedy.
Habits work.
This is missing this fast fall into down smash was a tragedy. I'm so sad that happened.
Yeah.
Alright, I won't play them. I won't play them.
Like, he was so dead.
I know.
So lucky.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
I hate this person.
There's all sorts of stuff like that.
No. Curse you, Fox.
And I get so greedy. And then, like, okay, that's another thing that I feel like I've always had as a problem. So this jump right here, and I don't know if it's actually the important factor, but I drift in with the bear. I jump here, and then I drift in. And
are you C-sticking or A button?
I always C-stick, but I still drift in. And I don't know why I can't stop myself from doing it in, like, because it just feels like there's so many variables of situations. So I don't know.
So what is the purpose of this back air?
To stuff him coming in.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem like it with the drift.
Well, no, it does. It like what the drift in feels like is that you think that. So let me ask you, what do you think he's coming in with?
I guess I don't like think of something to protect against in the moment. I just think like, he might run up like crouch or like run up shield and try to get under me, or that's like the main thing I'm thinking of. But the bear in general, I'd use it to just like try to protect against any potential run in aerial or shine.
Okay, so at 69, what does Fox want to hit Sheik with in air, in ground to air or air to air?
Nair.
Nair makes a ton of sense. Like I think Nair makes so much sense because if he nairs you, you die. So like, I feel like that should be a consideration here. So with that in mind, do we want to drift into him to deal with Nair, or do we want to drift away from him to deal with Nair?
Definitely away, or potentially in place if depending on the spacing. But yeah.
Okay,
I think typically it's those. Yeah.
Yeah, so perfect. I love it. So we're going to do the Nair kind of like this, kind of like a this drift, and I'll make this, yeah, we want to do the Nair either in stationary or like this.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, the
Right.
back air, we want to do like that. Because the back air is going to
Yeah,
cover
yeah,
this
yeah.
kind of general space with its hitboxes, and then it's going to pull one of those two directions, and then if Fox comes in, he kind of goes like this. So then we're fine. And the cool thing is that we're also proofing ourselves versus his whiff punish after, because we're creating more distance. Like, we could potentially shield, we could potentially dash away, we could potentially jump away. Like, we're creating more room for ourselves, too. So, like, this looks wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like weird because it's like these are all the things that I think about too, like an analysis, and then when the gameplay comes, it doesn't show, and yeah,
So
it's frustrating.
So here's the thing. Let's look at factors again, because we need factors. We need things to know that this is what we do. So what is the biggest thing that indicates that we want to like do the bear in that way? Like what did we just
Spacing and percent.
Spacing and percent. Yes.
I feel like I don't know if it's a problem, but I feel like I don't like use percent enough outside of like the basic knockdown of F tilt and whatnot, and like if I'm high percent, I don't want to die to any touch. But because like my first thought is not thinking about the fact that my percent is higher and he might be looking for nair more. Like that's not like my first thing. My first thing is just thinking about the spacing of like, oh, I should be just drifting away to avoid the aerial generally.
Right, so what I'd say here is we need to start thinking of percent on Fox's side more, because like if the real question we want to be asking is what does Fox want? And we're thinking, so here our theory here is Fox wants nair. This is our theory. We could be wrong. He could go for something else. Down tilt also makes a ton of sense here. But like the point here is that we want to structure our option selection based on like what the things that make most sense to Fox are, and then like also while balancing the needs of like our needs in the matchup. Like, because the thing is, like, he went for something really weird. That approaching shield is super bizarre because it's like bad against everything. So I don't know why he did it, but like he's kind of got the same, like I've actually seen kind of the same problem that with you that he has, in that he keeps like dealing with these like very specific ones. Okay, cool. So this is a timing thing.
Ooh,
so
I hate that.
Why are you delaying the back air?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you.
Give me a real answer. Why are we delaying?
Okay, so what, this one right here? Yeah. I might be trying to just hit the strong hit and not soft hit it. That might be it. Like I'm thinking, I have him a little bit more time. I don't want to soft hit and have him like get another chance to up B, and then
why does that matter?
I'm nervous. I don't know. Well, it matters because of the trauma of all the times of like hitting a soft hit and then they live somehow.
You hit him with a soft hit. You shoot a needle. It's fine. Like, what does he do? What does he do?
I know. It's weird. I feel like I never drop these, and then it randomly happens in tournaments.
Okay, so do you think that you won't strong hit him if you do it right now?
I think I would strong hit him.
Yeah.
Well, it's the next one I see.
Yeah.
Let's
so
see.
the question is like, if we just duplicate that same positioning, so when do you think you need to do the back air?
Maybe like right now.
Yeah, like I would do it here.
Okay, yeah.
Because like it's gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's not like it's strong hits only for a frame or something.
I don't know why I dropped that either. I feel like that's such a basic one.
Okay, we're gonna like ignore, like I'm just gonna move on from this one because I think we know what like the answer is. It's just
it could
push
also
the
be
button.
it might also just be the case that I like actually just messed up and like had a weird like brain hesitation on it, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of where I'm leaning towards. Like I don't want to waste time on something that's just like I messed up tech skill.
Yeah.
Like that's such a waste of time. Where did you DI on this one? Oh, you probably it's probably because he was yeah, I think that you went for the right?
Yeah, I tried to get slide off, I think.
Gotcha.
He was actually catching me a lot with like down throw on platform. I would like tech it, and I would either tech in like closer to the side we were on or in place, and then he'd just spam up tilt. And I haven't had to deal with that before from a Fox, so it kind of caught me off guard.
Interesting. God, are we really bringing back down throw on platform? I hope not.
He's a wacky Fox, you know. He's a Sheik player that now plays Fox as well.
Doesn't he also have a Marth?
Yeah.
What a wacky dude.
Yeah.
I do give you so one thing that I like. I don't love those the needle
Yeah,
throw there,
those needles were.
but I do like that you didn't screw around underneath like the fox like falling from top platform.
Yeah, I like backed up to like. Okay, I like that sequence.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's so ambitious though.
So well, okay. So here's my question. So you shield drop through here right away, right? But,
Okay, yeah.
But I would say, what if we dashed this way and then did it?
Like dash left and then come down and then it sets up for like bear.
Yeah,
or
you
even turn around fair.
Yeah, you shield drop bear here.
Yeah, that's. That makes a lot of sense to me. I wonder how the framing of that is. I guess like thinking about it from like, okay, Fox. If Fox comes down, I always want to set up the positions here for that. I guess at lower percents.
Yeah, so like instead of shielding here, what I'm thinking here is like back air hits above the platform when we shield drop it. It's like hits kind of like here. So the idea is that we're having Sheik do this. And then when Fox leaves his platform, he's doing this. So then we're like we've gotten him to like the key percent, like the magic percent. Because he would be at 26 after that, and now we can actually have game. Because like with him getting hit here, if he falls off the platform, we can then threaten his landing with dash attack and grab. So we're actually creating an opportunity for us to look for lethal, which is also pretty cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you don't fall away from him as much too, like if you just shield drop in place kind of, or like fade this
How would
way.
you frame this as like a note, like setting up, like as like a heuristic, I guess?
So I would just ask us, like, so my rule of thumb is Sheik doesn't want to be directly below Fox. Sheik wants to be direct, like below into the side of Fox. Does that make sense?
Yes, always below into the side. That makes a lot of sense. Because like blow into the side from the ground is good for with punishing, potentially, and then on the platform it's good for setting up bears or, yeah, just like poking with him with your, because of the way the hitbox is.
Yeah, so like I just think that is like as a general rule of thumb, like Sheik has more range than Fox laterally with her moves. So because of that, it makes sense for her to like want to be outranging Fox on the basis of her moves, but also out of the way of him and below him, because that's just generally good for her because she can play off like his landing lag. Or she can outrange him if he stays away. Like this is just a power position. So I guess from my perspective, by Sheik going straight down, she's like keeping her position. Like she's aligning herself to be directly below Fox on the next interaction. But if she spends just a couple frames, then she can like improve her position tremendously by being below into side. So like this one is this one is no good. Like we don't want this because it just means that we're playing a worse overall position. But this one over here is like quite good because it just gives us like the down and side spacing that we want.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah, and then on top of that, we're also happening to set up back air, which is also insane. Our best move when he's at like when he's in early game. So it just does literally all the things.
Ah, damn it.
This wacky guy. And imagine if he was at 26 and forward tilted. Like, man, we'd be so happy right now.
Yeah, we would be very happy.
Okay, he sucks. We messed up, but he sucks too. Let's go. Oh no, yeah, Sheik's
the move forward Riptide.
Funnily enough, if we had gone for the forward tilt here after this one, I think we get him. I think he actually just loses.
Sucks. It's crazy that I was able to hold down against that at that percent. Would he like soft hit near me? And did I crouch cancel that? At like 100%. That was kind of crazy.
That was kind of crazy. I mean, like, CC is broken, so it would not surprise me in the slightest. So where do we go? Fountain? Okay, that makes sense.
I'm not even normally a fountaineer, but I was just like, might as well try it out, see how it feels.
See, like, this is what I mean. This is exactly what I'm talking about with, like, the down and inside thing. Like, when you get below him, you go here.
Yeah. Maybe fade away with the back air instead, I guess. But I, like, start to move in and then react with barrier, but it's, like, soft hit because of that. Because of the drift in.
Yeah, so it's one small thing. So you get this great fair, you get this back air, you ASDI down on the next hit. What are we going for here? Because, like, I see you jump again.
Do I jump again? It's like, I'm not sure what I don't know. I think maybe I wasn't ready to get hit. and like that's why I didn't do anything out of it. But
Yeah.
I could definitely see like what could be good. Obviously, like F tilt, like if he hits me. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to get hit there.
Gotcha. So here's like here's a situation that's come up kind of before. So we have Fox going off stage in like at a kind of like middle, like an early-ish percent. So talk me through like what, so you go for this, and because we grab the edge where he's able to like bypass the, like kind of get through us on the cliff weight frames. What do you think we could do instead here that would work better? Like what do you think about the setup?
Edge.
Well, from here, what do you think we do?
From here, I think the thing is, I'm unsure if he can just fall and grab the ledge before I can do anything.
Let's find
I feel
out.
like that's bad.
So
I feel like I could have ran up down smash maybe to like cover the ledge if like as like just like saying that I could do something to the ledge if I wanted.
Well, so
Not
okay,
that it might be the best thing to
so
do.
let's look at where he jumps. So he definitely can't fall and grab the edge. Like we can establish that.
Not even, you don't think he could have drifted in there? Like, was that all just hit stun?
Yeah. This is all just hit stun.
Okay, yeah.
So let's think about this. What could we do instead?
I think just like after the bear, just like jump, turn around, full hop, needle potentially could be good, because it like still leaves me in a good spot. I would say.
Oh, you want a full hop? Why not? I'm thinking short hop.
Oh yeah, I guess short hop. I guess I'm just thinking the platform could be a little fucky.
I want to go onto the platform.
Okay, you don't think it would mess up the needles at all at that height?
No, we just do it onto the platform.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like what I'm okay here. Let me walk you through it. So I'm thinking we jump up onto the platform like this. And then we shoot the needle like here. So the needle shoots at like kind of like this angle, basically, right? Something like this. And then what I'm thinking then is we can run off forward and then we can either shield drop or like fall through platform or run off forward, like something like run off and then shoot another one on the way down, like in one of these two lanes. And then like this seems pretty good for covering this space, right?
Yeah.
And then if either of these fail, they auto cancel. So like the way that these would fail is Fox would have to go where? Like, because he's gonna finish here. So where does he have to go to avoid this? Like somewhere over here?
Yeah, I think like he can't jump forward. I think jump forward would get hit by it, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So he has to jump away, I think, right?
Jump away, maybe jump straight up, but I feel like that's also risky.
Let's assume he can do it.
Okay.
So after he does either of these, I feel like at that point it's just turn around, like we just turn this way and jump back and back here.
Okay.
So like we're just kind of creating like a system where like he can't go here.
He can't play any like fault like mix-ups around the ledge.
Yeah, and then we just do this and he's dead.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Because I think the other thing that stands out to me is like, so I actually think your play is pretty good with even in spite of all that, because you going here with like this wave dash back air, with this wave dash off is perfectly fine. All you had to do to make this work was just double jump this way and back air.
Yeah.
So this also, like, your play still works. Like, I think your setup is quite good. I think that the reason I pointed out this one is because I want us to like kind of be thinking about needles more, but I want to be clear, like your play still was fine if we just shoot one of the steps. So if that's an easier adjustment for you, like do it, because that will give you a return anyway.
You think up air could be good too, though, just for like setting up a combo, like if I just timed it differently?
This is Fox with no jump. At 54, like why are we comboing him? We're killing him. We want him we want him dead.
Yeah.
Like percent.
Yeah.
Also no jump. Like I think it makes sense to combo if he has his jump, but like because he doesn't, like we just don't need to do any of that work. Like screw that.
Right.
Let's make him dead. All right, moving on.
Oh no.
Okay, I would say that like the needle is not good here if we have to go off stage. Like that's like where this is where like we messed up. I'm gonna assume that was where the mistake was, because like okay, cool. Moving on then, because So here's something I'm noticing. You shoot needles very early, and you don't fall onto like you don't land on the platform. Like you shoot like so far forward. Like, I think that we're moving too far forward with them, honestly. Like, I would be doing them in place and land on the platform. Like, I would not... It would take a lot for me to, like, want to, like, advance further than this.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because the benefit of the needle is that I can, like, cover things efficiently by landing on the platform or landing shortly after. But because you're doing them, like, while rising and you miss the platform, like, you have all this travel time at the end that's causing...
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the problem here with your needles. Like, it's just that we're doing them so soon that, like, needles are better falling or landing on platforms. That's really, like, the trick with them. Yeah.
Man, doubles is so much.
Why down smash?
I think it's just like
Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that one.
Easy get away. Yeah, just easy get away for me. Habitual, like definitely built up a habit of doing it.
Like, he can't even move yet. Like, look at this needle. He can't even move yet.
Yeah, it's not a good angle. It's very, like, overgeneralizing where he's going to be at. Like, just like, okay, he's kind of close to where needles will hit. Let me just hope it hits without actually being very specific about it, if it will hit.
Yeah, like, the big miss here is that, like, because he's charging his up B, you could have full hopped onto the platform while charging needles, and then, like, had a better, like, trajectory, and then had better coverage, like, on the way down.
Back to it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, like, I would say one big thing to, like, do, like, we could be doing our needles later, but, like, we could also be, like, charging them during downtime when he's recovering. Like, if we know he has to come up, like, yeah, why not charge them, right?
Yeah, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you play right now.
Yeah.
I do actually like how your neutral looks. Like, if there's one thing I can say that, like, that stands out, like, these mix-ups in close quarters have actually been quite good.
Yeah.
I know your friend said that, like, you're not really you're not punishing him for, like, going late, but I'd actually, like, kind of challenge that, because, like, this up air is a good example of you doing that. See what I mean?
Okay, well, let me see it.
Like that.
Yeah, like him trying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It feels so committal though. Like I feel like it's not. I guess the essence of it is good, but.
So what would you do instead? Because I actually don't mind the first full hop up air you do.
But he's at 0 though. Don't you feel like that's just like kind of throwing because it doesn't do anything really?
You need to get him to 24 one way or another. Like, you need to get him past early game one way or the other. And I feel like hitting him on a platform is like with the bottom of your up air is like not really the end of the world.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, you have to hit him at some point. If he gives you a freebie like this because you see him double jump, why not take it, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
The one thing I would comment is that, like, on the next one, I wouldn't up air on the next one. I would nair. Like, I just rising nair, put him on the platform, it hits him off, you then are here, you've got your needle, like, you've got your stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you're
actually, let's point out, I want to just point out that, go back to that, him falling from the platform with Bear is, like, literally in our last lesson, we talked about that, because I used to jump there, and now I'm actually, like, looking, like, I'm getting better at switching from, switching modes of what I'm looking for into, like, okay, this is a spot where I might be able to get a whiff punish instead of, like, still being in jump zone mode.
I saw that. That was good. So, like, here's the next thing I would point out for, like, the next step. So you get this up air. You have this up air that you just hit him with. Why are we jabbing him?
Let me see it play out again.
Yeah.
See how it looks.
Like, what's the purpose of the jab?
I don't entirely know. There's a chance it could be a misinput, and I might have gone for like a tilt, but it could also be like me like trying to catch him before he falls, so I can get like a down tilt. But it, the percent's a little. I'm thinking it's a little too low. I think that's what it is. I think like him falling, I'm trying to catch him out of the air before he falls, and it's weird. The platform's coming up, so it makes it even more awkward. But I think that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, like, catch him before he falls to keep him in hit stun so I can, like, play a mix-up on tilt or a grab.
I would just down tilt here.
Yeah.
Or, if I don't down tilt because I'm not sure if I'll get it, I would not jab him here because the jab gives him a way out. I would just let him hit I would just let him hit the ground and tech chase him.
Yeah. And then get destroyed by the platform.
Well, no, you shield drop. You shield drop.
Yeah, I know, but it's in the moment. I might not improvise that.
True.
Because it's just like I'm thrown off. But yeah, No, I agree with you. I definitely just
I mean,
simplify.
the super pro play here is shield. No, is to like run off. Is to like nair.
Just like rush up
Yeah.
and grab you out of
Like if you
Would
hit
you say
if you know to
slightly,
nair here, then that's crazy.
would you say if he was slightly higher percent, jab becomes better since he has higher hit stun?
Unless jab is like comboing to something that like directly, I generally shy away from it versus Fox.
Okay.
Because like I just don't really like the idea of me doing something that's going to lose to him like hitting the down B that he's mashing for the tech anyway.
Yeah, that's true. He is just mashing it.
Yeah, like no Fox has ever thought about what shines they're doing in their life, and like they're just always doing them.
Oh yeah. That's why you can spam shield grab on their shines.
So let's talk about this one. So could we have done something like I know that like memes
Soft hit
aside,
bear. Soft hit
yeah,
bear, like reverse soft hit bear. Maybe even soft hit nair. Yeah,
like-
like
I
if
feel
an
like down
instant
air works.
rising there. Down air too, yeah, because it sets up for up air. I definitely think, yeah, down air for the up air or soft hit nair into like fast fall, turnaround fair.
you could also down air into the fair. Like there's nothing wrong with like forcing him to go like with just popping him up further and taking the extra like 11 damage before hitting him off.
True.
I think you could probably down air up smashed him honestly in that position if he like doesn't DI it well. Like if he doesn't DI the down air like well, but I mean it doesn't like I just think that like there was an extension there. I don't know if it's down air. I don't know if it's like soft hit bear. It's probably like soft hit bear and nair are probably like safer, but like I think there was definitely an extension there. We can agree on that. Good back air coming down from disadvantage.
Ooh, greedy.
Ooh, but you
Oh,
held
nice.
down. Let's go. I hate
That's been happening to me recently. I don't know what it is. It might just be muscle memory changing. Because I've been playing versus Falco more.
Oh yeah, because the wave dashes are like slightly different, right?
Yeah, I'll just grind it out.
I wish that is there a standard notch that works for both of them? No, right?
Well, there might be, but the thing is, like, because Falco's like roll away is so long, you kind of have to stay closer to him on average. And Fox might just full DI behind, so.
We hesitated a lot here. Like what was this needle catching?
That one or this next one right here?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it was just very ambitiously hoping that it would somehow hit jump. Like I didn't pay attention to the specifics of what happened. Because I would have had to do it instantly, like instantly right here if he jumped like super early, maybe. But yeah, at this point, there's no universe. I think I'm not probably just not even looking at the screen is a good way to put it.
Yeah, so let's assume we are. Let's pretend we do look at the screen. What do we do here? What's the plan?
The plan is, okay, so right here, I guess you're thinking, can he double jump gravel edge? And at this height, no, right?
No, he definitely can.
No.
Like his double jump puts him like maybe around like here.
So at this point, I'm thinking you could go for like needle charge and then like try to shoot needles and snipe them and like reset it, or gravel edge maybe with like needle turnaround and then maybe go for reverse fair or down air depending on the angle.
I would say that we grab it. We definitely want to grab edge here because like that is like our best way of like killing him. The big thing here is that like with him being here, this low, he can't actually like get to the get anywhere. Like the closest he can get is here. So
Yeah.
at this height, if he recovers in this spot, what I'd say is we just grab the edge and fall off back air.
Just like gravel edge instant, just like let go, like no fast fall bear
Yeah.
to like stop him from getting the wall ride.
Yeah, like we fall like back air hits like here on our body, we just fall with it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then if he's
I
not
agree.
dead from the weak hit bear that hits him, then we just hit him with another one. Like we do a second back air. Or grab edge and then do the additional back airs. Like there's no way
Do you think that's the play only because of his percent? Like if he was like really low percent, I imagine that wouldn't be too good because it's much easier to trade with that next hit that would come after. Cause
if he's at like 0?
like just like what, like below 20? What would you say?
Oh,
In this exact spot.
Oh, simple. We grab the edge, we fast fall off, we double jump back air and re-grab the edge.
You think in this type of situation you would have enough time to do that, like from this distance away?
Yeah, so we don't do the needle turnaround. We don't do the needle turnaround edge grab. We do something faster. We would probably like wave dash forward, smash turn, and then wave dash back.
Yeah. Okay.
So we want to do like the fastest edge grab possible. We could also just run and teeter cancel here, like run to the edge, teeter cancel, then dash this way, like wave dash back fast fall. It's just something like that, really.
Just like optimize speed, yeah.
Yeah, like you can, as long as the thing is, as long as you can grab the edge before he starts moving, you're fine. All you have to do is grab the edge.
It's just so scary. Like I feel like
scary?
It's scary because I just feel like there's some timings, like, because, it's a spectrum of timings where it's like you can't actually get down there and bear in time before he just starts his up B.
Okay, so if you're not sure about that, what would you do instead? Like, if we don't go for this, what do we do instead? Give me an alternative.
Jump, charge, needle him down, and then reset and go from there.
Yeah, so we hit him with one needle. Like, we instead of going here, like this being a Sheik, instead of going here, we go here, and then we just, like, charge needles, hit him with any needle, and then, like, we just do the same thing.
Yeah, okay.
Because, like,
okay, so what do you think about the situations where, like, he's up being, like, right on ledge, but right below it, and you can't, like... Because, it's like, you can't grab the ledge because you try to turn around and wave dash on, and he just, you get hit by the flames.
Oh, I see. So, like, he's, like, recovering here? Like, kind of like here?
Yeah, like, right, yep, and you can't, like, grab the ledge.
Armada, like, so he's at low percent, right?
Yeah, it's low percent for this one, so, like, the needles don't send them too far down, right?
Oh, you run off back air. You just use the Armada shine timing.
Okay.
Like, you run off back air, or you wave dash backwards, and then falling fair him. With the Armada shine spike timing.
There's no reason, yeah. There's no reason not to do something like that.
Yeah, because if he's below, like, the thing is like, if the weird situation is when he's, like, at those percents, but he's not, like... Well, no, because even then you can just weak back air him.
Yeah, very true.
The other thing you could do is, like, you could also, like... How do I put this? Actually, no, that's, like, pretty much it. Like, it's just... There's gonna be... The spot where this is weird is just, like... It has to do with him being... With him having the hitbox out for, like, when we're going for the wave dash edge grab. But if he's going for it here, then yeah, it's just a matter of, like, we run off nair, or, like, weak hit back here and hold inwards, so that we hit him away. If he's at, like... I guess if he's exactly hugging the wall, then, like... You could also still do the wave dash fast fall edge grab. You would just have to do it on the Armada shine spike timing, so he doesn't have the hitbox, which is also an option. Because if you grab the edge at that point, then when Fox is moving, then you're also going to be protected from, like, his hitbox during the entire animation. Because his hitbox is active from 43 to 72. But every character has 38 frames of Galint. -8 are used for cliff weight, but, like, the actionable 30 that remains, it overlaps perfectly with this, because this is, I think, 30 frames, and so is this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's how Leffen actually does a lot of his shine spikes, believe it or not. So that's like a handy Fox thing. That's just like a Fox thing. That's how they do. That's how Leffen does the thing where, like, how do I put this? He, like, grabs the edge and then, like, as they start moving, and then shines, and then if the first shine doesn't hit, then he double jumps and shines them again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Because he can overlap, because the intangibility just works out so that he's intangible.
It's so long. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So I would say that, like,
he's able to. Yeah.
Yeah, he's able to, like, Leffen, like, the Swedes have good strategies. Like, the Swedes are, like, they're hardcore. Interesting. Why down tilt?
Hoping he DIs in.
Why down tilt? Why down tilt, like, this close then? Like, why not do it, like, with the tippy toes?
Just not much attention to spacing. Like, I guess because it was out of the jump, and then that's just where I ended up.
So maybe we shouldn't be jumping here.
Let me see how I jumped again. What happened here? Yeah, I mean, he's in... yeah. I agree with you. I actually don't know why I jumped now that I see it, because it's like, there's no... Like, what is it even... Like, he can't run in. He's falling.
Yeah, like this is I see no reason for us to jump here.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe it was a bait.
Or it might have been a misinput. Who knows? It could have been like I tried to wave dash like down or something.
Okay, so this is oh wow, because he's too high.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you're doing.
I would be jabbing at this percent more.
Yeah, jab definitely works. Oh no, I'm stuck on the platform. Oh wow, I lived. What do you think of those fairs? I go for those a lot.
Definitely help.
So let me see the first one. So this one here, that one I don't love. Although it kind of did its job weirdly enough because like he just rolled up here. So I think if we go up, then I think we're fine.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like I don't go up enough in that exact type of spot. Like
Yeah.
it feels like, and sometimes I'll try and I won't hit it. So
Yeah.
it's definitely like it seems kind of like a pretty specific angle to hit it from that spot, but definitely doable.
Yeah, so like here's the thing. So you go here. I think you want to be a little bit closer to the edge to be able to go straight up. Like instead, I think for you, you need to be. This is close. It's really close. I think you make it every time if you're like. I would feel a little bit more confident if you were here. So like instead of being here,
Would you say that's a trade-off because you have to be afraid of getting shined at that point? But I guess at my spot, I was already at risk if getting shined.
I guess I see what you're saying. So maybe like here then, because I think that like there's got to be like a space though, like where we're okay. Because I think that you'd have to measure it, but like you see I think you're slightly too far with where you are to be able to go like straight up, but. I feel like where are you invincible? You're invincible at this point. So where do you turn sideways? So here. I think that we need to be like instead of being here, like instead of doing it like being here, we need to be here when we're sideways.
Because then it just makes going up like actually connect to the ledge. Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, it's just like this is a
Wait, do you think me hitting like the lip where I barely clip onto stage is good versus like over a 100% Fox roll?
Yeah, it can be really good. Like I would say
Okay.
that like if we can convince him to do it, but the thing is we'd have to do it like here. Like I don't think we can be this
You don't think
low.
I can hit it from? Okay.
I don't think we can be this low. No.
All right.
Like I think that because we went that low, well maybe from here. Like we'd have to aim like here, right?
Yeah.
Is
I
that
feel
where-
like
I feel like that's
her
where you went
recovery
for
is
it.
like the most. I feel like I don't have super concrete ideas on her recovery. It's mostly just like felt out for me, so I don't have like good ways to like articulate why or like where I'm going, I guess.
That's fair. I guess the way I would put it though is that like with where we want her to be when she's sideways is just like slightly closer. Like right now she's here, and I just think that like or here I guess, and I would just say that we want her to be like a little bit more like here instead, like a little bit more like here. Like just it's not
Just
much, but
more
like a little bit.
precise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. Okay. Just like paying attention to the spacing.
Yeah, because I think that we're gonna be intangible here, so I don't think we're really at risk of shine spike. It's just like we want to be like a smidge over here, and then I think this all works. I could be wrong on that though, because I think that her recovery is something that I was never like quite as good at as some of the other Sheiks. So I might be wrong on that, but. The big thing I'm noticing though is that we just need to like have better sense of like why we're doing what we're doing. Like it's not that I don't think your plays are really like bad or anything. It's just there's a lot of things that are here that are quite good, but there's also things here that don't really seem to have like much purpose. Like they're good. They're okay plays in a vacuum. It's just they don't really they don't tackle the problem that our opponent is like presenting to us really.
Do you have specific, could you, off of what we've talked about, what you mean by that? I guess?
Yeah. So like, when the big one that stands out to me is just like when you go for needles in spots where like the opponent can't really where they're not really like expected to hit the opponent. The other one, another one I would say here is like after we hit this like Like, we just hit Fox off stage, and now we're, like, going for, like, jumping fair, right? But, like, we've already seen the illusion at this point. So why are we going for jumping? Like, why are we going for jump here? Like, this would be good. This could be good. You could still you could still make this work, too, if you needle him. Like, that's a reason that that we could go for this, but we're not doing that. We're, like, going for, like, a fair. So,
I think it's because I'm like jumping at a specific timing to cover it, and then like then like he picked an earlier timing, and so because I'm like already committed to the later timing, I try to just make up for it with fair, which feeds. Yeah, that makes sense with what you're saying about it not aligning with what's happening, I guess, because it's like that doesn't hit.
Yeah, but like the thing,
it's like I'm already committed to it.
Well, you're committed to the jump.
Yes, but then like I guess I didn't think that I could needle, or like I didn't change my game plan to like be needle there. I'm just like already looking for a fair, and since I'm looking for a fair, that's just what I'm gonna go for, rather than change course.
Right, but this is exactly what I'm getting at. So the thing about Sheik is that like she has all these different options that diverge from the same like starters, right? Like her wave dash leads to like her tilts, but also her grab, but also her down smash, but also her like, you know what I mean? Like,
yes,
it's not that like when she jumps, it is only her aerials she can do. She can also double jump waveland. She's also got her needles. Like, I think the biggest thing with you is we just need to like not tunnel vision on specific hits, but like just kind of like remember that like when we set up a play, there's other divergences that can come from that play. So like that I think is like the number one thing, and I think the needle example is big because like the needle and fair example is big because usually like the cool thing about needles is that a lot of times like the way that they control space often steers the opponent into like other positions that like we can still checkmate them off of. So it's really good to just kind of keep them in mind when we're going up in our jump and observing the opponent. Because like there's an edge guard I did on KGH once where I like shot needles diagonally down, and I knew that he could avoid them with his up B. So the point of them was not to like hit him with the needles, but because it forced him to do a high recovery, which then I was able to like back air easily. And I think that like knowing that like they're gonna path like as it was going up in the jump, I knew that he was like, okay, he's gonna like go for needles or fair. He's got like good diagonals available. So once I confirmed that that's kind of what he was like, how he was playing around them, like I just immediately killed him. And I think that like that's the type of like processing that's like missing here, because like a lot of what you're doing is just kind of like I am assuming this is going to hit the way I want it to. But you're not instead of us like actually covering options in some of the edge guard and some of like, and the funny thing is you're doing a good job of covering options in the neutral positions, which is actually like the harder part. But like it's a largely like advantage state and punish that I feel like we're running into problems with this, which is supposed to be where it's easier to do this.
Yeah. How do you think I could go about working on that? Like, how do
I would say that like the biggest
That makes a lot of sense.
So I would say that like one of the things I would keep in mind is how can we do our edge guards in a way that are like flexible? And so, i.e., what is the reaction point where I actually have to make a decision? Like, we need to find out what the reaction point where we actually make a decision about what we're going for with an edge guard is, and what our indicators are. So, in the example, like in the example that we had on Fountain of Dreams, with the more complicated document, the complicated diagram, like the one with the Firefox numbers and stuff. Well, the problem we have is that Fox is so low. Like, the second that Fox dips below his double jump height, that should be a cue. That's an indicator for, like, what we should be doing. So that is, like, one of the main reaction points we want to use. Like, how low is Fox when how low did Fox jump from? The other next, how low is Fox and where does his jump put him? So that's one thing. Because that's going to determine what everything else we do is. So we don't want to...
I feel like, I feel like I actually am not that good at, like, visualizing where his jump, like, his double jump is going to put him off stage. Like, you know, does that make sense?
Yeah, so if that's the case, I would say that the biggest key takeaway then is we need to gain a better understanding of where Fox's jump, where any character's jump puts them. Any character's double jump puts them when they're recovering, when they're off stage, Yeah. So aside from that, I would also add. I'm trying to think of like what else we can include here. Well, you tell me. What do you what are your thoughts? Like, what's something that stands out for you? Like, what's another indicator that you have trouble with?
I would say,
Are you good at keeping track of whether they have their jump or not?
I would say I am. I would.
Okay.
I think I am.
Yeah, that one didn't seem to be a problem, so that's good. Oh, our percent. No, percents. Like, what percent are they at? What percent are we at? Or what percent are we at? We want to also... We want to... we want to base our decisions for hits more off of what what our opponent wants based on our percent.
I would say another indicator, I guess, is like yeah, their percent when you hit them, like how far they're going to go before they're actionable.
I love that. So, we need to gain a better understanding of their hit trajectory.
How far they can jump in either direction, like the jump forward, neutral jump back. It's important too. Like, can they jump and grab ledge? That type of thought.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. So, their hit trajectory after being hit, can they grab jump? No, can they grab it? No, can they grab edge with jump?
Yeah.
With double jump, or do they need to commit? Do they need to commit more to it? I would also add, how good are you at telling if somebody like slid off with edge cancel or not? Because that's why the Free Palestine was able to like act so quickly after you fared him in that last battlefield game. Like when you hit him off stage and you went for that fair edge guard that we talked about, he actually did trajectory edge cancel on the initial fair to go off so he slid off, I think, the floor or the platform. So that's part of why he was able to double jump an illusion so fast. So did you catch that?
Okay.
Do you think you caught that, or?
I mean, maybe I did subconsciously, but I mean, I don't know, I guess it doesn't seem like it though, because in the game I just shot a straightforward needle, so I must have thought like he was in hit stun still and he could jump from higher.
Yeah, so, okay, that makes more sense. So what I would say here is, did they slide off or not? Can they grab edge with double jump, or do they need to commit more to it? We need to gain a better overall understanding of their hit trajectory after being hit. So, like, that's partly percent. We want to also, in neutral, base our decisions for hits and drifts. Hits, drifts, etc. Drifting, etc. More off of what our opponent wants to hit on us, and which is based on percent. And then the last big one is we need to gain a better understanding of where any character's double jump puts them when they're off stage, so we can cover space more, so we can pick our edge guard route more accurately.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that these are a lot of things, but they are big things that I think that stand to help you a lot. Do you need any? Does that sound like a good list to you, or is there anything else you want to add?
It sounds like a good. Wait. Well, actually, hold on. Let me think if I wrote anything else down that I remember. There's a lot that stood out as very important. I guess like. Well, let me see if you wrote it. I think another really big one is your point about. Where is it?
The Sheik spacing?
Well, lots of options that diverge from her starters, like in thinking about how I kind of commit to what I think is going to happen too quickly, rather than like adjusting what I'm doing on the moment, I guess.
Gotcha. So
not tunnel visioning on specific hits, I guess. When I said like and that there's many paths that can come out of the setup.
Yeah, so being aware of how Sheik has a lot of access to different options out of her openers and where she can change her mind. And bracket, not tunnel vision. Don't tunnel. keep your mind open to to alternatives. Don't tunnel visions.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one to call out too. I'm glad we did that. I think the fox positioning thing is one we're like we're very well internalizing. So I'm not gonna add another note on it, but it is a good like thing to be. Once more, defeat fox.
Keep it going.
Screw fox.
I'm glad I'm getting better at that one though. I'm noticing the difference, especially like upon rewatching that, because I didn't even fully watch those games, and I was just kind of feeling like, dang, am I getting better at anything? But when we watched it, I actually saw lots of little things that I've been working on, which felt good. So
it sounds like a great feeling. So I'll leave you to it. Keep up the great work as usual. And if you have any follow-up questions, let me know. But yeah, I'll leave you. It sounds like I think I hear people in the background, so I won't keep you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Bye bye.
Enjoy your day. Bye bye.